Welcome to 100 Yards of Football. If you like the video today, please come in and share it. We'll surely appreciate it here on 100 Yards of Football. I'd like to give special thanks to my very talented producer who's making it happen today for me, Mr. Jeremiah Long. Our 2024 NFL Draft Prospect video today is Kendall Milton, running back out of the University of Georgia. I'm your host, Vincent Turner. Let's talk about Mr. Milton. Had what I say somewhat maybe not the career we thought of this young man as he was coming from California as a four-star recruit. But I tell you this young man here, and we broadcast live out of the city of Atlanta, Georgia. This gentleman right here, even though his career really didn't go well at the University of Georgia as far as a production standpoint, he did win 2 national championships. But I'm going to tell you this, if he would have been healthy, he would definitely we'd be talking about him in the same breath as maybe one of the first running backs off the board in the 2024 NFL draft. I really feel in my heart when it's all said and done, the teams that draft this young man, he's going to be the most underrated football player coming into this draft. He's a guy that we can look at his career stats. He had over 1,839 yards rushing in his 4 years at Georgia. He had 24 total touchdowns, so that means he's got a nose for the end zone. Then he averaged, listen to this key point, on back-to-back national championship teams, he averaged almost 6 yards a pop. And when I look at Kendall Milton, I think about all the running backs that ran hard back in the day, that could run between the tackles. And what I mean by that, they don't care how much they get hit, they're going to get up in the hole and, baby, bring it to you. I think of him of MacArthur Lane that played with the Green Bay Packers back in the day, or Willie Ellison, Texas Southern by way of the LA Rams, a John Brockington that went to the Ohio State, another Green Bay Packer, a Larry Johnson that came out of Penn State that played with the Kansas City Chiefs, a Landis Gary, who was a former Georgia Bulldog, who had a couple of good seasons with the Denver Broncos, and then Mike Anderson, who followed Landis Gary and had some good seasons with the Denver Broncos. All those gentlemen was good running backs that ran good between the tackle. Then when you think about Mr. Milton, he's got to carry that Georgia Bulldog running back tradition. Herschel Walker, man, Musa Smith, Tim Worley, Keith Henderson, Lars Tate, Todd Gurley, and Nick Chubb. Let's talk about the young man's skill set. Outstanding burst to beat the linebacker to the edge, A+. Straight line speed, A+. Excellent in finding the seam as a running back, A+, and getting up in there and taking that pounding. Great vision as a running back, A+. Excellent burst for the cutback as a running back, A+. Finished better than any running back once he's tackled, A+. This is a very physical football player, man. Outstanding flexibility and balance, A+. What I mean by this, if you hit Kendall Milton, you better hit him because he's able to bounce off and keep it moving. And I just said physical, A+ as a running back. Good quickness as a running back, A+. And the biggest thing that I love about this young man is 6'1", 220 pounds. He's an outstanding pass blocker at the highest level, better than any running back in the 2024 NFL draft. I'm telling you this, I'm not what we call a real savant when it comes to really rating these players going into the 2024 NFL draft, but I really feel this young man here, Kendall Milton, if he stays healthy, he's going to be in Atlanta, all the great running backs that's played in the National Football League. He didn't get a lot of production at Georgia. He had a lot of injuries, but let me tell you something. When he was healthy, he was one of the best running backs in the country. There's no doubt about it. This young man is going to be the most underrated running back entering into the 2024 NFL draft. If you like the video today, please come in and share it. We'll surely appreciate here at 100 Yards of Football. I'm your host, Vincent Turner, and special thanks and honor and blessings to my producer today, Mr. Jeremiah Long. Be blessed here on 100 Yards of Football.